Hello there, and welcome to Throwback Thursday, August 24th, 2017. Steve Sipress here. As always, I start off by sharing my Rhino of the day. And today it is this Rhino bumper sticker. Rhino Power bumper sticker with a cool image of a rhino right there smack in the middle. And I've had this, I know, for over 30 years. One of the first rhinos I got in my collection, I remember, and still have never used it. Still got the paper backing on the back. Well, I never used it to stick onto something, but I've always had a blade on something, put up on the wall, on a cork board and all that kind of stuff. Rhino Power. Now, the reason I am using the Rhino Power as the Rhino of the day is because today, by popular demand, by request of one of my frequent live video daily viewers, joins once in a while and comments once in a while and puts lots of likes and all that stuff we love, he requested that I talk about on a Throwback Thursday, throwback to my days of going through advanced Tony Robbins trainings and then becoming a Tony Robbins trainer myself and the lessons learned and all that kind of stuff. So I will show you. So this is one of the more recent things. It's still from 2009, so it's almost, what is it, 8 years old, but Tony Robbins doing this interview here. This is an interview with Frank Kern, a whole series of these, calling it the New Money Masters, where he interviewed people that do marketing with technology, marketing over the internet. Now, of course, the people that make lots of money by using the internet for marketing, like Frank Kern, would not be caught dead not using, quote, old fuddy-duddy methods as well, like direct mail, which is actually where Frank makes most of his money. But don't tell anybody that. Hot person bubble there. They put themselves out as internet marketers, but of course, they host in-person events, they speak, they write physical books, they mail out direct mail pieces. They wouldn't be caught dead doing what people think works or might think from what they do by calling themselves internet marketers, by putting only on the internet. How totally foolish that would be. Frank Kern, Tony Robbins, and the rest of them, of course, no fools. But anyway, that was a cool little series he did. But back in the day, so here's some course materials from a Tony Robbins event called Unleash the Power Within, which if I remember correctly, hey, Brian, Chad, Alex, Jared, Dog, thanks for being here. So you see I'm following right along and filling in the blanks, and sure, I'm playing along with the whole thing and going through, I think it was a 2 or 3 day event. 2004 this is from, so about 13 years ago. But look at this smart marketing lesson here. It's Tony Robbins Live! Woohoo! Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't read it carefully enough. Did you? It's Tony Robbins Recorded Live. Is that brilliant and awesome or what? In other words, we could just take out this word here because it's Tony Robbins recorded. I'm assuming he was live and they recorded it. Unless it's Tony Robbins dead. And that hasn't happened yet that I know of. So most people, when you record them on a stage somewhere, they are alive. But how silly to call your product Tony Robbins Recorded, and now everyone go, Tony Robbins Recorded. I'm not paying to attend that seminar of Tony Robbins Recorded, but Tony Robbins Live, and I just won't read the 1/10 the size font or 1/20 the size font in the middle, and so that's what we did. So we paid money, and Tony Robbins, who still travels around and does his live event, and another smart marketing lesson is he almost always says, I think this will be my last one. So get your tickets. This will probably be the last time I'm coming to fill in the blank of the city. And then, of course, he's coming back every couple of years or whatever until he doesn't. And then that time he will have been correct. But at no time I believe he is planning to be correct in advance. One day he'll make the decision not to. But I think the smart marketing is always to say, it'll be the last one. Another thing that's, of course, true. It always could be the last one. So I want to say that. That's called scarcity, folks. Not really today's lesson, but today's really just Throwback Thursday anyway, not really filled with lots of lessons, but that's a way of throwing in that scarcity. So Tony Robbins Live was we paid money, and it was like Tony Robbins isn't flying around doing this event all the time, but we recorded them, and it's facilitated in person by a lot of a leader and a live crew. And so after going through this, I later on became a Tony Robbins trainer, and I was one of the live crew facilitating the attendees at this event. So we would do exercises in between the videos. So I think it was 2 or 3 days even. It was like 12 or 15 hours of Tony Robbins video. By the way, this is from 2004, and if I'm correct, I think the videos were already 15 years old. He was talking about Andre Agassi and President Clinton, and like this is 2004. Dude, like he was talking about stuff that happened in the late 80s and 90s and stuff. So it was 10 or 15-year-old video, but you could still play it today and still charge people $500 or $1,000 a piece to attend a 3-day seminar, or $5,000 or $10,000. Tony Robbins charges $100,000 for some of the seminars and more. So it's all in the marketing. We talked about pricing last week. I talk about it all the time. The price of something does not equate to, well, it's X number of hours, therefore the price should be this. Says who? You ever buy tickets to a concert? You ever just see tickets to a concert? Go on to Ticketmaster.com and check out prices for a concert. It's got nothing to do with that it's a 2-hour concert or a 3-hour concert. You want to see Barbra Streisand, who goes and does a concert like once every year, just like Tony Robbins. She is smart enough, or hires someone, who will say, this could be her last ever live performance. Wow, $1,000 to sit here in the front rows and whatever. Whereas, go to your local bar, and Joe Blow and the whatchamacallits are playing there on a Thursday night, and it's a $5 cover. 2 hours of music, 2 hours of music, okay? Lots of marketing, lots of stuff going on. But the pricing, nobody, Barbra Streisand's marketing person would never say, well, a 2-hour music concert, 95% of the musical concerts are given in bars for free or a $5 cover. So therefore, you're going to do 3 hours? Well, that's 50% more. It should be $750. Like, stop with the silliness. Your Barbra Streisand, this could be the only one you're doing, and this and that and whatever. $1,000 for the ticket. So they were charging hundreds or $1,000 for this to watch him on a screen. Brilliant. Facilitated by live facilitators, which then I later became one. I'm not near the phone, so it's just going to ring. Here's another one. Check out this honk binder. Another marketing tip there. We'll give people a honking, huge binder. That's known in our business as the thud factor. Okay, because this lands on the desk with a thud, which conveys the feeling you got your money's worth, that you paid $3,000 for this seminar. Because look at all the stuff you're walking away with, pages and pages of stuff, all tabbed and all kinds of sections, and they all got to have great names on them. I haven't looked at this in years, but let's see the great names of these sections. Need the glasses. Section 1, a foundation for success! Exclamation point. Wow, I need a foundation for success. Commitment to excellence! Exclamation point. Session 2, the science of persuasion. Why buy? Exclamation point. Section 3, the 9 master tools of influence! Exclamation point. Is there an exclamation point? There's an exclamation point on every one of these in the first section. And then section 3 here, first 2 sections. I have section 3. Oh, no, exclamation point, never, exclamation point, every one of these. I don't know if you can see it with the camera there, but every one of these tabs has an exclamation point at the end of the title of whatever the heck it is. That looks like the yellow. You might be able to see it. Let's see the yellow tabs. Oops. And the yellow tabs are all exclamation points. You'll have to take my word for it if you can't see it there, but like, that is awesome. So phase 2 is what does that say? Enroll them! Exclamation points. So the enthusiasm, the excitement is palpable. Like, this is awesome stuff. It's all got exclamation points. It all must be important, exciting, and awesome. Just one little mark there. One piece of whatever it's called from English class that I don't remember. My mom is an English teacher, so I don't really remember what it's called. But piece punctuation. One piece of punctuation, the exclamation point turns, the most important sale you'll ever do, the most important sale you'll ever make. Wow! Gotta know this stuff. So look at that. Am I participating in this event or not? Am I taking these notes and not only filling in the blanks, but I'm writing stuff up and down the columns, and ooh, it's over here, and I'm scratching stuff out above and beyond whatever they're talking about. Ooh and on, like, now I am really getting my money's worth. Look at this one. I'm writing on the back of this page. I'm writing so much stuff that didn't just fit on whatever the front of the page is. Oh, look at that. I'm writing front and back of a divider page. I mean, I just had to learn me some more stuff. So there's a big honking binder from, this one's called The Power to Influence. There's my name tag, which proves that that's me. Yes. How about this one? Another honking binder. Look at that honking binder. Again, Blood Factors City. This one called Unlimited Power. Oh, this also went with that last. I have it in the wrong folder here. Power to Influence. That's what this blue one is. So this is the Power to Influence and the Powers to Influence backtrack notes. Whatever that means. You go back through it again. Again, this is 15 years ago. So, oh, look at that. I was really highlighting the whole page. It would have been easier to highlight what not to remember. So that's that. Oh, and then look at this one. This stud factor of unlimited power comes with cassettes. Am I dating myself here? Cassettes. You younger viewers out there are going, what the heck is a cassette? And DVDs. And you slightly younger viewers out there are going, what the heck's a DVD? So this is an audio cassette. This is a video, a DVD. So I could listen to it, I could watch it over and over, and of course I could go through all the manual and notes. And once again, am I a great, diligent student and note taker or what? Just look at me fill up that page with notes all over the place on a page that's not even meant for note taking. I'm sure the next page is where you're supposed to start filling in the blanks and taking notes, and the column's called, oh, there's no exclamation. What a mistake. Whoever did this one really messed up because there were no exclamation points on any of these headings. Rapport, precision model, the power of a team, the 7 disciplines of success, love strategies, motivation strategies, design destiny, anchoring, the Dickens pattern, all kinds of cool stuff. I'll be going over this again soon, but it's bringing back the memories now. All kinds of cool stuff. So not only do you learn when you go through this and you get some personal development, as it's called, and some learning, but you meet some cool people too, because other people that are attending these and certainly that are help facilitating them and are becoming trainers themselves of them, those are people who want to hang around, folks. If those people are implementing any of this stuff, man, and they are loving and connecting and having rapport and going places, and there, you know, there's other ways to spend these 3 days instead of watching 15 or 18 hours of video, isn't there? You can watch 15 or 18 hours of the latest Dancing with the Kardashian, X Factor stars of The Apprentice, whatever show is on TV, and you can binge watch on Netflix all day and watch some show in those 12 hours, or you could invest thousands of dollars into yourself, which says something to begin with, get your butt over to this thing. Who else are you going to find you're going to see in that room? I still have friendships to this day of people I have met that are just, and thanks to Facebook, I'm still in contact with a lot of them, like, and we get on the phone and haven't talked in 10, 15 years, and it's like a great feeling comes across, a brethren feeling, men and women. And so look at this. Clearly, I did this course because I got a certificate. More marketing for you. These certificates, these pieces of paper, you can get them in like an office store or online nowadays. You can order them for like, they're like a dime a piece or something, and you print them out of your printer, and you know, you put some, you know, you sign it in a different colored pens so it's clear you actually signed whatever. Give people a certificate. Give people some kind of trophy, some kind of plaque, some kind of like they paid you $5 grand, $3 grand, whatever these things were. Like, this is not only a certificate. This is a special certificate that I got that says you show, participation trophy right there. Everyone showed up and got a trophy. Oh, and here is a confidential profile and questionnaire. Shouldn't show you this because it is confidential. And so this, if I remember correctly, we filled this out before we went. The purpose is ahead of time, ahead of actually attending the upcoming one, get you geared up for your 3 days with us. So it's a time. And this is to provide you with illuminating and revealing insights into your own business or career to get you geared up for your 3 days with us ahead of actually attending. So people pay the money, it still doesn't mean they're showing up. Give them some involvement. This is involvement in our world, and we want people involved before they show up, so they're more likely to show up. Yes, even people that pay thousands of dollars to attend something. Does this ring a bell with you people that do like a free seminar or a free webinar? And you go, man, I had 300 people register, and only 12 people showed up, and only 4 stayed to the end. Like, right. So how about the people who pay thousands and they don't show up? Tony Robbins people knew, even if they pay thousands, you're more likely to get them to show up, which is best for them, is it not? I'm going to have the transformational results from showing up and hanging out with the great people and going through training and watching Tony Robbins live, recorded on the screen. If I fill this out, and I still have the same phone number, and I still use the same email address from 2004, from 13 years ago. And so you're filling all this out, so you get to know yourself better and whatever, and have an idea of what you want to accomplish there, whatever. Another good involvement technique for the course. And I had a ton more stuff from Tony Robbins, books and DVDs and CDs and tapes and whatever. And this, I moved and I gave away, I had 14 floor-to-ceiling bookshelves full of stuff. I cut it down to 6 or 8 or something when I think 6 when I moved. So I gave away 8 full bookshelves full of stuff, and that's where all my Tony Robbins, most of the stuff went. This kind of one-of-a-kind stuff is the kind of stuff I kept that filled up 6 bookshelves. Signed books, books by me and my clients and friends that have given to me that I'm in the books. They're signed to me. I kept those. And events I attended that, I can't just go on Amazon and get this thing and replace it. Maybe you can, but I can't have it with my notes. But any book, like Tony Robbins books, I could just go get on Amazon. I sold those when I moved, and I'm like a Kindle version, I get them on Amazon, but I had a lot more stuff. But anyway, that's Throwback Thursday, my Tony Robbins days. Are there any questions, concerns? I don't see my fellow Tony Robbins training types from back then, but if you show up and watch the replay, by all means, please leave a comment or a concern or a question or anything at all, or hit me up with a private message or email Steve@Sipress. Always love to rekindle those relationships. That's what business and life to me is all about, is relationships. And get back in touch with people and have some fun. And who knows, might spark up some new opportunity that whatever you're engaged in or I'm engaged in, or some way we could have some fun together or work together is really cool. Speaking of which, I have an old business associate from, first met him over 25 years ago. And yesterday, he sent me a Facebook message, said, hey, I'm flying into Phoenix for a meeting tomorrow, flying out Friday. You want to have coffee on Friday morning? Of course, I don't do any drugs, including caffeine or any other stuff. I don't drink coffee. I know what he meant. And I am meeting him tomorrow morning. Haven't seen him in, I don't know, got to be 15, got to be 20 years maybe. So how cool is that? Get to me. And I have a feel some business might come from it. We discuss some business opportunities and see what happens. So, at the very least, I'm going to love seeing him and enjoy the time and have fun, and business might come out of it. And isn't that what life's all about? You hear people say you can't miss business and pleasure. Like, really? If you're doing it wrong, I guess. But in my life, you can't not mix business and pleasure. Business should be pleasurable, and pleasure can lead to business all the time. Or would you? What do you rather do business with people that don't please you? I don't understand that whole saying, and I guess I'll save that one for a Wisdom Wednesday. So, Brian, great seeing you here, and everybody else, thanks for being here, and I'll be back tomorrow with Foundation Friday. By the way, that's a day to take off for you advanced business owners and marketers, because I discuss a foundational basic tip always on a Friday, so I leave that day free for you guys to follow me every day that are more advanced. Don't have to be here tomorrow. Otherwise, I will be sharing a foundational tip to help you make money, grow your business, have more fun, have more success, enjoy your life more. Isn't that what life's all about? And maybe someday you can be wearing really silly, stupid red Hawaiian shirts every single day. That's it for Throwback Thursday.